Hi, everyone. Welcome to Ever Growing. I'm Sabrina. I'm the CEO of Evergrowth Coaching. Being a leader is hard. There are a lot of fears and lots of challenges working with people. And I'm here to share with you the biggest breakthroughs that I see in my coaching sessions working with 8 to 9 figure CEOs in tech. Now, some of these might be stories in leaders' most vulnerable moments, and some of them might be tactic frameworks and operational things that you can implement right away. And my goal is for you to listen to this podcast, implement a few things, and feel better as a leader and improve your organization in 30 days. So let's dive into the episode today. So I talked about a lot of strategies in how to create more unfiltered feedback on a one-on-one level and perhaps in a smaller group level. I want to talk about a story I've heard of creating that type of openness at scale. So this is a CEO who's leading a hundreds of people company. And obviously at that point, it's hard to have one-on-one interactions with everyone. What he would do is he would find someone on the leadership team before an all hands meeting and ask him, what are all the hardest questions you can ask of me? What are all the harshest criticism that you can think of me? And obviously the one-on-one trust is already created here, right? So then the leader is willing to help him and think about these questions. Now, when it comes to the all hands meeting, that leader will seed some of these questions in the all hands group and the CEO will answer them. So when you start a meeting that way, when you start a Q&A section that way, it signals to the employees that you're willing to take on really harsh questions and you're prepared to answer them with common ease. In the future, after they've repeated a few times, they see that people are raising their hands up and asking a lot more honest questions. People have given really great feedback in anonymous survey after the all hands to say, wow, I really trust the CEO. I feel like we're going in the right direction. The biggest mistake in creating an environment with trust and unfiltered feedback is trying the same thing over and over again if it doesn't work. So if people are not telling you feedback, when you ask them, what is your feedback? You have to switch things up, right? So I work with a lot of companies from different cultures. I know in some of the European countries and in some Asian countries, feedback is a taboo. You don't really want to give your boss feedback. And the word feedback kind of give people chills and make them feel scared. So what we have done with some of these companies is to completely call it something else. We want to share suggestions. We want to share ideas with how we can run the company, right? We make the subject of the feedback not the CEO, but the company first and foremost, or the department. People are more willing to answer those type of questions when you ask, what ideas do you have in improving the department? What ideas do you have in improving the project or the company? And how can we do this better? So switching up the type of questions will help. Switching off verbal, getting feedback written, surveys, and in different formats just to see what you can get. And just know that if you're getting anonymous feedback back, it's not really representative of the whole population, because when you remove the accountability of naming, people could tend to do more of those releasing a big emotional charge and projecting and just like offloading in the survey. So it will be skewed. But anyways, it will be interesting information for you to look at to see what you're getting in. But if you're doing anonymous, I would just recommend you proceed with caution and don't use that as the only method to understand the feedback that you're getting from your company. And if you're able to create a culture like this where people are giving you unfiltered feedback and having a lot of trust in you, what I have seen in some of my clients' companies is that they have people being promoted throughout their years and they stay like 5, 7, 8 years with the company. And they push through the ceilings of what they're able to accomplish because they feel like they're being respected and they want to put in the extra effort. And they feel like, wow, this is the best place to work because I am valued. What I do is meaningful. And I feel like there's a real teamwork dynamic. And they see that the ideas that they have are actually being implemented sometimes. So they want to give you more ideas. So they think about the business more. They want to talk to you more and they want to talk to their teammates more. At the end of the day, it creates an ever-growing culture, a culture where people are always growing and helping each other and creating high-performance teams.